Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Davin Ryan Sakwil, and two of my friend Alvin Izar and Dewangga Iza Pamungkas, we will tell you about the annihilation of maxim, floating, and violating errors in daily life interaction. First, introduction. In daily life, many of us often speak or say a sentence in the wrong way, consciously or unconsciously, and intentionally or unintentionally, so that what we say can be misinterpreted by our interlocutor. Therefore, a language rule was created to help us understand how meaning is formed, constructed, and conveyed in daily life interaction. In the small scale research, we researchers attempt to analyze what are frequently occurring offenses in daily life interaction. We focus on offenses related to floating and violating. Theoretical framework. Greece conversational maxims were coined by British philosopher H. Paul Greece in the 1970s. Greece conversational maxims, also known as Grecian maxims, are based on Greece cooperative principle, which aim to explain how people achieve effective communication in everyday situation. The four conversational maxims are the maxim of quality, the maxim of quantity, the maxim of relevance, and the maxim of manner. First, maxim of quality. Obeying the maxim of quality means being honest or not lying intentionally. Second, maxim of quantity. When following the quantity maxim, it is necessary not to withhold information during communication that is necessary to keep the conversation going well. However, it is also important not to provide the interlocutor with too much or irrelevant information. Third, maxim of relevance. Following the maxim of relevance keep the conversation on track and helps to avoid random conversation that lacks any sense of continuity. 4. Maxim of manner. The maxim of manner is an effective communication principle that encourages speakers to be clear, concise, and organized in their expression or communication.
Finding and discussion. Floating maxim. First, maxim of quantity. Here's the example. Aldi, liburan kemana pren? Budi, biasalah. Budi violated the maxim by giving an ambiguous response, implying that his vacation day was not worth telling. Second, maxim of quality. The example is, ketika membicarakan kelompok yang sedang presentasi, Dava, wah materi PowerPoint-nya bagus banget. Interpretation. Dava floats the maxim with sarcasm, implying the opposite of what is stated, that the group PowerPoint is out of topic. Maxim of relevance. Dandi, tugas gimana? Udah belum? Eli, nonton pertandingan bola nggak lu semalam? Interpretation. Eli floats the maxim by changing the subject, indicating a reluctance to discuss the project. Fourth, maxim of manner. Ketika menjelaskan sebuah tugas, Freya, pertama lu masukin dulu ke sini, abis itu pindahin ke sana, ntar tinggal dirapihin deh. Interpretation. Freya floats the maxim by being intentionally ambiguous, possibly due to the task being so well known to the listener that a detailed explanation is unnecessary.
And next is violating maxim. First, maxim of quantity. The example is ketika rapat organisasi. Goku said, kita butuh solusi. Interpretation. Goku violates the maxim by not providing sufficient details on what aspect of the solution he needs. The second is maxim of quality. And the example is ketika ditanya tentang tugas yang terlambat dikumpulkan. Harley said, gue sibuk banget kemarin. Padahal enggak. Interpretation. Harley violates the maxim by providing false information to excuse the missed deadline. And the third is maxim of relevance. The example, ketika dalam sesi tanya jawab, Irwan said, udah ngerjain laporan belum? And Jonas said, cuacanya cerah sekali ya. Interpretation. Speaker John violates the maxim by providing irrelevant information, possibly to avoid addressing the feedback. The fourth is maxim of manner. The example, memberitahu arah. Diki said, pertama lu lurus, ada warung, ntar lu belok. Nah dari situ tahulah kemana. Interpretation. Diki violates the maxim by being unclear and disorganized, making the direction hard to follow. And the last one is conclusion. Floating and violations of Greece maxim are common in everyday interaction and serve a variety of communicative purposes, ranging from humor to avoidance. By examining these violations based on our experiences, we can gain deeper insight into the complexity of human communication and improve our ability to interpret and respond to conversational cues more effectively. And that's it from us. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.